Alright, hold on. Alright. Alright. Hey, wait. Alright.
Oh, wait, what are we talking about?
Hey, wait. Alright. Alright, wait. Hey. How much do you hate me right now?
A lot.
Hey, wait, Spencer.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, word. Just real quick. Hold on. Cool.
Alright, dude. Hey, speak up, okay? Speak up when spoken to.
Only speak when spoken to.
Do what you're told. Alright?
Okay, Daddy.
Alrighty, you guys. So, this is another discussion video. I'm here with your boy, Spencer Barton. Spencer is finally back on this side of the coast. Spencer, how does it feel to be back on this side of the country?
Refreshing.
Alright, good.
Is that loud enough?
Yeah, I think it was.
Okay.
I think it was.
Can you hear me?
We can
you hear me back at home? Feels good to be on the West Coast, Dale.
have actually a topic that I want to talk about, and that topic is, do you consider skateboarding a sport? Now, this is something I think that a lot of skateboarders talk about and have always kind of talked about. I know I've talked about this since I started skating.
Yeah.
And I always argued that it was not a sport. It's not a conventional sport.
It's kind of a strange, like a weird idea, sort of. Like,
It is.
to think about. I don't know, because is it?
I mean,
That's why we're here.
Is it? It's definitely athletic for sure. Like I think when I was a kid, I often confused the word sport and the word athletic because they're very similar, but although they are different.
Most sports are athletic.
Right. Because I would consider skateboarders, especially now with Street League and all of the stuff that is now being done on a skateboard, it's definitely athletic. It kind of transcends. I'm gonna sit on my skateboard because you're taller than me and I'm insecure. Okay, here we are. Ow, I just hurt my back on the wall.
Nice.
Where was I?
You were right here, but not on the skateboard.
That's so true, dude. You're so right about that.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be a jerk in Dale's videos. I'm joking, people, all right?
Athlete versus sport, when you're talking about that. So the idea of...
I have something to say.
Okay, speak.
Speak now or forever hold your peace. All right, so I think skateboarding is, in a sense, a sport because, like you said, it's athletic, and also there is, I guess, competition. There's competitiveness.
You can score
You
points.
can. I mean, nowadays at least. Maybe when it was back in the day, it wasn't like this, but there's big contests.
Wait though. Sorry, I do this a lot. I always interrupt people, but I feel like I have to stop you there just because contests have been around forever. Contests have always been around. Skateboarding started out just being contests. Like the filming and video came after.
Oh, yeah. Maybe it did it.
Yeah, it did.
I need to do my research. But anyways, yeah. So I
Video.
think
Wait. Okay.
Yeah.
Video might have came first actually with Stacy Peralta because he was a filmmaker, a part of the Z Boys,
Yeah.
and he wanted to make like the best skate video, and that was like his goal. You know?
Yeah. Video.
Lords of Dogtown. Have you not seen it, dude? That's like the best skate documentary ever.
Yeah. Like, who am I? Video also killed the radio star. But yeah. So in that sense, I think it's a sport. But I think the main like I guess conflict between skateboarding and sports is the fact that, in a general sense, a lot of sports have some sort of team or something.
Right.
Maybe not though. I mean,
Well, no, you're right though.
the big mainstream sports have a team, interface, and it's like you have to work with other people. But in skateboarding, it's just you.
Right.
Even though, like with companies, there's teams, but
Right.
you still do your own thing.
You don't compete in a contest as a team. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird actually when you get into it.
I feel like skateboarding is like for a good metaphor, it's like dipping its toes in like being a sport, but it's like not all the way there.
It's like I would say it's the most, and I might be biased because I am a skateboarder, but it's the most artistic of sport.
Yeah.
But also too, there is something that I've been told a lot actually, and this is on a different note, but jiu-jitsu and skateboarding are apparently very similar.
Yeah.
In the sense that like when people do mixed martial arts, there is like a style that goes into mixed martial arts. Like when people do a certain
Yeah, like when I'm backsmithing a hubba, I'm pretty much just putting someone in the Kimura armbar.
But someone would put whatever in an armbar in a certain style that someone else wouldn't. So like
Right.
the way you do a backsmith is different than the way like
Yeah.
someone
Well, that-
Gino does a backsmith.
Yeah. His is probably a lot better,
Yeah,
but that's
he's
okay.
Gino.
But anyways, so yeah, I think skateboarding in that sense it's a creative sport, you know.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. It's a creative thing, just like
Outlet.
A creative outlet. Same as I guess snowboarding too,
Yeah.
and like any of the other board sports.
Yeah.
But
I mean, skateboarding is now going to be in the Olympics. So I think the idea of it being a sport is so much more receptive than it was years ago. I mean, when I was growing up, I grew up skateboarding like when CKY was like the thing.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So you're 5 years younger than me? Yeah, you're about 5. When do you turn 23? What's your social security number?
social security number is
You're like 5 years younger than me. So my growing up in my generation, I mean, in skateboarding we're in a different generation, but in life we're not, obviously.
right.
But I grew up with skateboard, like CKY and BAM, as like what I looked at as what skateboarding was.
Yeah.
So like kids growing up now, they see street league and they're, they have a different mindset probably towards skateboarding. Although skateboarding still embraces that really raw thing that it has to it. Like it's like a raw culture. Sorry.
Yeah. One of the best ways to put this is I think skateboarding is slowly turning into more of a sport.
Right. It's gonna be in the Olympics.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons. Like it's gonna be in the Olympics. You can win like bukus of money with big contests now, just like similar to any sort of ball sport.
Right.
And I don't know. We got to come up with something that like some word that sets it apart from just the sport.
I've always related skateboarding, and Alex Olson I think said this. I've always thought of, by the way, which I do want to say this, the new 917 video, which is Alex Olson's company, is insanely good. I'm going to actually put that in my description because I want you to watch it that bad. It's so sick. Anyway, I need to watch that. Dude, it's so good. It's insane. It's so good.
I'm out of the loop now. I can't say anything about it.
It's so good. I think Alex Olson said something along the lines that skateboarding is like dancing. So that's how, and when I heard that, it made so much sense to me because the kind of skateboarding that I really enjoy watching is that of those dudes that skate for 917. I like watching people do a certain trick at a certain spot rather than doing the most technical trick on like the most perfect spot ever. Like everyone has their preferences. Those are just mine. There's nothing wrong with the opposing preference. I'm just saying. So when I think of skateboarding, I think of it as a dance.
Yeah, it's like you can do a trick and it might not be the hardest trick, but you do it your way, make it look super good.
Right.
And everyone has their own. Everyone has their own version of that.
Right.
So yeah.
When with conventional sports too, there's an ultimate best way to do it. To score a touchdown.
But in skateboarding, there's not.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. There's not. It's like I think I've said this before. Skateboarding, okay, if you want to go to the very raw fundamental of skateboarding, it's pretty much just a toy that people have fun with. You're not like solving world hunger by skating.
No.
And so I think it's literally the backbone of skateboarding is just fun. It's having fun. That's why it was made. I mean, maybe transportation, but so I think. When we bring it into the aspect of a sport, I guess it's all opinionated of whether you're better or worse.
Yeah.
So I mean I don't.
And that's not how I grew up perceiving skateboarding. I perceived skateboarding as like I didn't look at pros and be like, that dude's better than this dude. Although you can clearly say like this dude's more tech than this dude, but the opposing dude could always it'd be like comparing Heath Kirchart to P-Rod.
Yeah.
You just would never do that.
I think whoever's having more fun is better.
Right. I mean,
because that's the whole point. That's the whole point.
Yeah, that's really that's so true.
Okay, we have strung away from talking about sports, and now we're talking about
no. Well, this all ties in, I think, because I mean, when you can, and I've talked about this before too, but like when you compare certain, like you're not going to compare P-Rod to Heath Kirchart or Dylan Reeder or like Shane O'Neill to Dylan Reeder. Like it's just not.
Yeah, because in conventional sports you can be better because numbers don't lie.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it. I feel you now.
So like if you're going to do like a kickoff or score a touchdown or like shoot a 3-pointer, there is like a better way to make the shot. There are factual better people at basketball.
Right. Some people actually are better at basketball than other people. And you're saying like within skateboarding, it's not really like a black and white line.
I don't think skateboarding will ever cross over into that line because there are so many skateboarders who really believe in the fact of skateboarding being more dance-like and more mixed martial arts.
More of a creative. It's just a creative.
It's a creative sport, I guess.
Yeah. And by the way, what's an extreme sport? I mean, I know. I mean, skateboarding's extreme, and it's in.
Yes.
It's in. Yeah. I mean, it's extreme, you know. But like, I mean,
yeah.
That's another word they use for skating. I think extreme sport. If you just put extreme, and that's the answer. We figured it out. Is skateboarding a sport? It's an extreme sport. All right. Just watch Fuel TV.
Yeah, dude, firsthand.
Dude, freaking New Pollution. Yeah, firsthand. Dude, I tried to get on New Pollution.
Also, another thing with skateboarding that is very different from conventional sports is the video aspect of skateboarding. And I'm not talking about like live TV when you watch a live game on ESPN. I'm talking about the act of like filming for a video part. It's like if you were a football player or a basketball player, and if it's mostly skateboarders watching this. If it's mostly skateboarders watching this, I'm preaching to the choir. But if you're not super familiar with skateboarding, then the video aspect of skateboarding is so crucial to it. And even if skateboarding continues to move deeper into the contest route, and with a lot of bigger corporations coming into it, I don't think the video aspect of skateboarding is ever going to go away.
That also ties into the fact that it's a creative outlet, because within a video, it's like you're making, it's like a painting. Your video part's like a painting.
Right.
It's
and so many people make videos differently. Like, look at the way Jackson Casey makes a video versus the way, what's the guy's name who's the filmer? He used to be the filmer.
Chris Essen?
That dude too. His videos are sick. No, but the other dude. Why am I blanking on his name right now? He worked at DC. He films for DC. Yeah, it's a creative outlet. You're never gonna not have that in skateboarding, but you're not gonna really get a football or basketball or baseball player putting a compilation together of their best home runs.
Yeah, well, I guess we could compare it to like a highlight reel, but they don't put that together. That's just the fact that their games on live TV have been filmed, so they take the best of their things. But that's not them like going out and making a video part. That's just the fact that the games have been recorded, and anything cool that happened, they just made like a compilation. That's a totally different animal than making a
because making a video, you have to like the song is so important, the way it's edited is so important. Like
the shots in between skating.
Exactly. The feeling you get from watching the video is like the whole point.
Yeah, and like the fact that another reason it's a creative outlet and like a painting is because the song goes with the video.
Right.
And it's like a highlight reel. It's like, okay, here's a bunch of awesome dunks with like Travis Scott in the background.
Right.
And it's like just something hard.
Right.
But like a video part, it's like it's got to go together. It's got to flow. And it's even to the point, I would say, if two or three different filmmakers make the video, you can tell something's off.
Right.
That's why I guess the big pros, Shane O'Neill, P-Rod, Nija, they all have, generally speaking, like one filmmaker for the whole video part.
Exactly.
So it's all like transparent and goes together. You don't see like something filmed with a different camera or like filmed a different style, because it's that important. It's that important for it to go together.
I would love to see Jackson Casey film a Nija part.
Dude,
that would be sick. Yeah, I don't think the video aspect will ever be lost, and I think that has a lot to do with why people feel a certain way about skateboarding being a sport. Like, it's clearly not a conventional sport. Like, we can answer that.
Yeah, I mean,
right
if we're making like a 15-minute video talking about it, it's obviously not a conventional sport.
Right.
You know, this video is not titled "Is Basketball a Sport?" We know basketball is a sport.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, dude,
can I take this?
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this up here. I think we pretty much covered most of it.
I'm gonna do whatever you do with your hands.
Okay, sick. No, you did not just do what I did. I went like this.
I'm bad at things.
Okay, all right. He's bad at things, but subscribe to him anyway. His channel's in the description below. Now, if you guys have any questions or want to continue this discussion in the comments below, please do.
Yeah, he kind of buzzed right through that. I have a YouTube channel, so link is going to be in the description. You feel me?
All right, so
yeah, he said it so fast. Like, what kind of shout out is like?
What do you want me to do? Be like,
you're like the end of a commercial. You know? You're like the end of a commercial where they're like,
Spence.
Like when you're watching an infomercial and they're like tax double at the very end.
Yeah,
those are sick. YouTube, right?
Yeah. What up?
What's up?
Nice to meet you, Dale.
It's nice to meet you.
Hell yeah.
Spencer, right?
Yeah. Spencer.
Wow, no way.
You want a shout out? This is going up tonight.
Yeah, come down here. Say what's up.
Shout out to these guys. I don't know their names yet. State your names.
Shout out Liam.
Liam and
Shout out to Adrian at Adrian.Ville. W-I-L-L-E.
All right, shout outs for days.
On
dude,
Instagram.
this is a shout out video. All right.
All right, last but not least, like this video if I can successfully double fist this water in this coffee.
I told you 8! Oh my god.
I am the one, the way your son knows.
Dale, you know how to do this better than I do, right? Tell the truth.